Welcome to the show tonight. So we try to tools, you do the work. If you don't do the work, it's not going to work out for you. Yes, there.
so that I can go along with the instructional videos. And his packages are thick, so they're not like, one or two pagers, but you got to actually read the paperwork. I began to share with just some people that I knew. They knew I had a background in real estate, but I had never done anything in this. When I tell you this paperwork is definitely working, tail. Thank you.
Block to sell. You're getting in the program to sue them for the reason they were able to do that. So that means, twins, you can sue them for, and basically, instead of suing them for what most people think in their conventional program, we go after them for the reason they're able to do that. And that cuts out the arguing and all of that. So, you'd have to go to the website and take a look at the options on the website, because I'm not an attorney, so I don't tell people what to do. But I do know that there are statutes in each state that force these fools to allow people a certain amount of time to address these situations when your due process is getting violated. So I want to talk about the property tax package tonight, and I'm just going to do a real quick run through. I'm going to show you guys the documents and talk a little bit about each one. Now, this package next month is going to increase in value, so the price is going to increase, and it's going to be in the same category as the other two premium packages, and it'll be used for investors or coaches or entrepreneurs, property investors, or whoever that want to take on the issue of helping all of these people with all of the problems. The property tax package right now has two lawsuits in it. It has the 42 USC 1983 offensive foreclosure offensive lawsuit in it, and it also has the lawsuit for property tax, for illegal property tax collection. Now, that lawsuit's been beefed up to include real estate deed fraud issue, which is how this whole thing starts with, the illegal mortgage lien and the property tax and all of that. So in most states, you can go after them up to 5 years or whatever. You can use my stuff. You can go after them anytime you want to. So. So that's how that goes. Now, I want to do a screen share real. Now, this is the look at the property tax package, and we're just going to go from the top, which is not the way that you would file this, and the order that you would file them. If you have to ask that, I would say you haven't watched the updated instructional video. But it'll probably make a bit more sense just to go down order than for me to jump around. So the first one is the civil cover sheet answers, and those are just a guide to help you understand what they're asking and what possibly should be there. Nothing that we do here is set in stone. People call me, oh wait, I want to, what if, I don't have an answer for everything. The goal here is to jumpstart your critical thinking so that you can be able to start seeing other things that you can do yourself that I don't have listed here. Civil cover sheet is just a cheat sheet just to provide answers to you to help you understand what they're doing. I would not fill out anytime they're asking you to fill out their lawsuit form or any of that crap. Nope, because that's what they're going to go after. That's what they're going to use, and they're going to throw your other stuff in the back of the file, so it never gets addressed. I always take those extra documents they give you to try to fill out their form for your lawsuit, and I just stick those in the back of your notebook that you bring with your stuff in it and take home. That's what I do with that. This is the legal malpractice lawsuit that I put together. It's structured to go after the attorneys for breach of contract, because you can't go after them for legal malpractice because they structured all of that. So you'd have to kill like the whole community. Oh, yeah, okay. So we set this up to go after them for breach of contract. When you go after them for breach of contract, that allows you to go after them for punitive damages. Now, this is known as a claim letter. If you're not in a situation where you're looking at being evicted or whatever, then you could use a notice of claim letter, which is It's pretty much the property tax, the facts from the property tax lawsuit put in a letter of claim. This way you could let them know it's going to be a problem before you actually have to spend the $200 or $400. Actually, $400. I would not waste my time filing this in state court. State court's a bunch of crap, and you're not going to get a damn thing done in state court. In my opinion, the state court, the state court statutes are federal laws, but they've been watered down to give the state the upper hand and all stuff. That's just my opinion. And this is a letter in Word. Now, this one is in a letterhead off of my desktop, so you can see, how you can make it look really cool. This is in Word, so you can copy and paste it into your own letterhead, because some people may not have the same word I have or whatever, and they wouldn't be able to use that without a bunch of stuff. To demand to strike the attorney's notice of appearance. And you're demanding to strike the attorney's notice of appearance because the attorney is not a member of, is not registered with the Foreign Agent Registration Act, and also a couple other federal laws in there. And so this is one of the punching documents that you would use if there was already a case against your property. Okay, in this program, and according to their rules, you don't have to answer to a damn thing that they bring to the table if you got, well, they say defenses, but we have offenses. So as long as you have offenses, and I would deliver them these punching offenses one at a time, and let them sit on them before you even get around to the lawsuit. So you're demanding to strike attorney's notice of appearance or the judge's order or whatever. This package is so badass. Now, this is the foreclosure, actually 42 USC foreclosure offensive lawsuit package. I added this to this package because it was getting complicated trying to explain to people that it didn't matter if it was HOA foreclosure or tax lien foreclosure or judicial foreclosure, non-judicial foreclosure. As long as there's foreclosure on the end, they're attacking your property, any of my products will work. So I just added them both in the property tax package. So if you invest in this package, you can actually go after them for the property tax situation. If that's about to push you over the edge of the cliff, and then you can come back later and sue them for the mortgage fraud and for the illegal. I have it named foreclosure here, but basically this is going after them for the mortgage fraud. And you just have to change that name to mortgage fraud. Basically, you're going after them for your due process violation. So it's not really the mortgage fraud that you're going after them. You're going after them for the day-to-day process and procedures they use to line your asses up to in their administrative hearing. Mm-hmm. And people in non-judicial foreclosure, they're like, oh, they told me that I don't have a case. No, bullshit. Okay. Anytime these people are telling you stuff, they're lying. Okay. There is a case, and here's the thing. There's no way in hell that the government could sell your property on the courthouse steps in 30 days if they didn't already have a file on your shit, okay? It's an administrative file over there on the other side. Okay, let me be more clear. There's no way that your house could be listed on Zillow and all of these other places when you just got the letter that shit's in foreclosure. You haven't had a chance to respond in court. And you already got people coming to your house and doing all this. Why is that? Yeah, they have a file. They have you in administrative court. Now, this is why people get their ass kicked real easy. Because you think you're in judicial court even when you run down there and file your shit. But your ass is still in administrative court. I'm sorry. This is just my opinion. Your ass is in an administrative court until you sue their asses for the court. Oh wait! We only need one judge to deny anything. Okay, that judge is not going to deny your shit and provide a fact of findings and the conclusions of law. And now you can put yourself in the same situation Tammy's in. She was going after them for them violating her $985,000 and then giving the rest of her money to the attorney she already paid. Oh yeah. So the magistrate judge violated her due process because the magistrate judge didn't get the consent form signed by all parties. Oh, wait, not just the magistrate judge. We've done some studying, and the clerk is the one that's supposed to make sure, that really nice person that you found out in the end has been throwing your shit out without even a signature from the judge. And then we got the temporary restraining order to block the entire state from receiving federal funding as per the separation clause in the Constitution. And the separation clause in the Constitution mandates that if the state's violating the state citizen due process, or then they don't qualify for. And then you got your demand for sanctions. Now, the demand for sanctions in the mortgage fraud it is badass, and this is the same demand that's in the premium package. And this is part of the beefing up that I'm doing to this package before next month. Now, this package can be used to stop, obviously, mortgage fraud, foreclosures, property tax, any kind of attack on it. We have a provision in here for HOA. Yeah, and then we have 25. This is the challenge property tax lawsuit, and I'm just going to open it up and show you guys first page. And so I'm going in with your civil complaint for conspiracy to commit real estate deed fraud. Now, this is hot. This is hot because the real estate deed fraud is what allowed them to start the mortgage fraud, the tax thing, all of that. The real estate deed fraud is simple. Their statute mandates, their property transfer statutes mandate that your deed's supposed to be delivered to your house after the deal, but they don't deliver the deed. They're registered in their office for the sole purpose of all of. Most people don't realize that the very first illegal lien that was put on your property was the mortgage lien. And the reason it was illegal, think about this, to keep it simple. If there were several people who owned property, all of those owners would have to be present to sign that lien, right? So the fact that they accepted the signature from the homeowner's signature on that alleged shows that the property owner already owned that shit, and I smell stink. And we're not done. And then after your property was registered, they call it a constructive registration or something to that effect. After your property is registered in the office, that allows them to reclassify your property from private property that says in not one but two places in the Constitution it's not to be taxed. From private property, they move it over to one of their three classifications, residential, agricultural, or commercial. Yep. For the sole purpose of taxation. Yeah. And then we have actually, this is the newer demand to strike the attorney's notice of appearance. Okay, let's just see where we are here. I hope you guys can see that. One time I did a whole thing and I had my screens messed up. Hey, Tammy, welcome to the show. So that's what the property tax package looks like. And, you guys can see what the program is going to be for people who try to take advantage of what we got going on here. Because I ain't having it. So the property tax package right now is half price, and I beefed it up with a few extra things, as you guys can see. Anybody interested in that should probably jump on that while they're able to get the best deal right now. And it's probably, if you're not an investor or a legal coach, it's probably the best deal. And you're not looking at going to jail. Because it ain't going to help you stay out of jail. Well, you could twist it and do whatever you want. You have to be really talented to be able to do that. And most people don't have time. But if you're not, the property tax package is the best value because it has two lawsuits in it and has a demand for sanctions, which is like a lawsuit inside of that you file in their shit without having to pay filing fees. And people get the demand for sanctions jammed up in their head because they have their head stuck over in the conventional shit. And they file a demand for sanction, they go sit on their ass and they wait. So that's what you do in that conventional program. You go sit on your ass and you wait for them to throw your shit out. So that's what you're waiting for. No, that's not how this goes. So those people need to go watch their updated instructional video so they can find out that there ain't no waiting. You got to get that shit filed over there, get the shit filed over there, get the shit filed over there, and get that shit printed off with the file stamp copies and taken over and given to those people who do the eviction shit and send it over to the sale barn people. Yeah, you want to let them all know that some shit about to catch on fire. I'm going to close out here. If no one else has any questions, thank you guys for the value of sharing your time. I'm going to go watch the video with my girlfriend. Watch the movie. You guys have a good evening. Stay in the ring.